Alright, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be talking all about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Stark Spider-Man. So, a lot of people ask, should I awaken Stark Spidey? Should I use this gem on him? Should I use that gem on him? People ask, does Stark Spidey really need to be awakened? People say, oh, the champion doesn't need to be awakened. He gets a nice little boost from it. There's a lot of opinions on it, but yeah, most people just say he doesn't need to be awakened, but he obviously benefits from it. We're going to break that down. We're going to break down, does he need to be awakened? What exactly does he get from it? How much better does he get from being awakened? Because it's very significant, in my own opinion. After playing with an Unduped one for so very long, and now playing with an Awakened one, the difference is so big. It's such a big difference. So yeah, I've loaded up Labyrinth right here. I'm 336 hits in. So yeah, let me finish this real quick. And then, yeah, we're gonna show some numbers. So let's bait out L1 here real quick. This fight is almost over. Just wanted to get him very low, finish him off at the start of the video here. Hopefully I don't mess up and die. That'd be very bad. Have to restart this whole thing. And pop. There we go. So, all right, it's loading. All right, we want to stay on the screen here. If it will hurry up and load the hits. I believe it was 351. Are you kidding me, man? My connection has been so bad lately. Okay, there we go. That's what we need. I just need the hits to load. So take a little screenshot of that. That's actually the first time I've even killed Red Hulk. That's with Spider-Man Awakened. So, all right, Spider-Man Awakened. That's the synergy team of Spider-Man, Vulture, OG Spider-Man, Electro, and Miles Morales. And the numbers I'm going to be showing you are the exact same synergy teams. The only difference is Spider-Man being awakened. So 351 hits to kill Red Hulk. So that's about a 1.5 million opponent in Labyrinth. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. 351 hits. That's good. Now with Stark Spider-Man being unawakened, let's go see. I have two videos to show. So two examples. So let's see what that looks like. So if we bring over to here, this is in the Labyrinth run. And I just killed Red Hulk here, so 429 hits, and this is with him unawakened. So yeah, 429 hits. Then I also recorded a video here of taking down Red Hulk. And this one, 436 hits. So both of them are well over 400 hits. Yeah, it's Spider-Man Unawakened, exact same synergy teams. If we go over here, this is the synergy team I was using. Back with the old Iron Fist profile picture. So yeah, that's the same synergy team, Unawakened. 436 hits compared now to 351 hits. So a pretty big difference in the hit count. And the reason why it's the difference is because you're just critting a lot more when your Spider-Man is awakened. So looks like we got connection back. So alright, let me just show you guys that was with same exact synergies there, as you can see. So yeah, same exact synergies, huge difference in hits, huge difference. If my Stark Spider-Man was awakened when I did my Labyrinth paths, it would have saved me a ton of items. Fights would have been so much easier. So yeah, those are the numbers. You can't argue with the numbers. It's a huge difference. So now let's hop over to the character and let's read his description here. So, Stark Spider-Man, when you ask someone, what does Stark Spider-Man get from being awakened, what do they say? They usually say he gains crit, which he does, which is perfectly valid. That's honestly not even the only thing that he gets from being awakened. Yes, when he's below that, he only gets the crit above a 50% threshold, which is important to keep in mind. And when he's below it, as you can see here, he gets some block proficiency, which is nice. Block proficiency, that's not what we're worried about. It's actually one thing that I've never heard anyone talk about when you're awakening Spider-Man, and this is actually a huge deal, well, my Spider-Man wasn't awakened, so I wasn't even aware that this was in his abilities because mine wasn't awakened. But he gets, where does it say it here? First line, great power, above 50% health, Spider-Man's taunts last 2 seconds longer. When you ask someone, what does Spider-Man get from being awakened, I've never heard anyone mention that. And that is very, very important. The first time, right when I awakened Stark Spider-Man, I was playing around with him, right? And I was in a quest. And I had my taunt up, and I was trying to refresh it. I'm like, what? My taunt it feels long. Like my taunt feels really long. It's been on them for a while, and it hasn't expired yet. I was like, wait, what's going on here? So I went and I reread his signature ability, because I always just thought he gains crit above 50%, gains block proficiency, and extra evade below. And I read that. I didn't even read that before, because mine wasn't awakened, so I didn't have that to read. I only have the 2-star. But the taunt. So you guys might think, oh, 2 extra seconds of taunt, big whoop, right? That's what a lot of people probably think when they read that. They just in one ear and out the other, because they don't think that matters. Guys, the taunts. Okay, when you're at 10 poise charges, it's extremely hard to stay at 10 poise charges throughout a labyrinth fight. Extremely hard to do, because every time you apply 5 hits on the opponent, you lose a poise charge and you apply the taunt. Now, I really like the taunt mechanic, and once Spider-Man's awakened, the taunt lasting longer, that basically means that you're going to have more poise charges, like a higher amount of poise charges up for the majority of the fight. So your attack and crit is going to be more increased throughout the fight. And like I said, that might not seem like a big deal, but it absolutely is, because you're not applying the taunts as frequently. Also, it's much easier to refresh the taunts when they're this long. So how you refresh taunts is you just back up, you stand still, and then you'll see the little timer on the taunt refresh. And then once if you refresh it, it's a lot easier once it's awakened, because it's so much longer. If you're refreshing it, again, you're not losing the poise charges, so you're keeping the attack up, and the crit. So yeah, that is super underrated about this character, guys. I legit have not heard anyone talk about it. Not anyone. So it's very important. Very important. So I want everyone to know that. Especially, like, it may not seem too important, but in Labyrinth, it's very important. Very important. But yeah, it's not the most important part of the signature ability, sorry. But it is important. And I just wanted to stress that, because I've never heard anyone bring it up. So be the first one to bring that up. Now, second, what he really does get from being awakened is the extra crit. So as you can see right there, it says each charge of poise grants him an additional 330.48 critical rating. So critical rating. What is critical rating? That's your crit chance on each hit. So yeah, critical rating. He has a base of 922 critical rating. So for each poise charge, he's gaining 330. Guys, so just take a look at that. 322. 922 and 330. What is 330 times 3? That's 990. So with just 3 poise charges, you're already doubling your base crit chance. And obviously with diminishing returns and everything, that's not exactly how it works, but basically, for the sake of argument's sake, we're just going to say it roughly. So if you have 9 poise charges, you're more than tripling your base crit rate. So you're critting a ton. And when you drop an L2 unawakened, it usually crits. There's 4 components to it. The first one doesn't matter as much, but the 3, you're usually critting 1 to 2 times. Sometimes you don't crit at all. Sometimes you do crit all 3, but it's usually typically 1, sometimes 2. Awakened, I see 2 all the time. 2, and I see 3 all the time. Occasionally I will see 1. Once I've seen 0, but yeah, it's usually 2 to 3 when you're awakened, and you're doing so much more damage, and the shock damage is crazy on that L2. And just critting your regular hits when they crit, not critting and critting is such a huge difference in this game. So being able to crit for more hits is just so important. And the thing that everyone talks about is Spider-Man is how he hits hard. He's not just a glass cannon. He has so much utility, and just having the extra crit rate, man, it's just so insane, especially for the short bursty fights. Yeah, Star-Lord can ramp up over a long amount of time, way more than Stark Spidey will ever be able to ramp up. But having the crit chance right at the start of the fight, it's just so good. It's so good, guys. Being awakened, it gives this character so much. It adds so much to him. Like, the thing about this character is he crits so hard. And when you add this much more crit rate to him, it's just amazing. I can't believe how different it is playing with an awakened Stark Spidey. It's so nice. It's so nice. And again, once you get pushed below that 50% threshold, it's not like you just lose everything. Yeah, you lose the crit, but you get block proficiency. And so what is that? That's 79 block proficiency. Let's say, so 79. He has a base of 2,000. Okay, so yeah, the block efficiency doesn't really do too much, actually, even at 10 stacks. But it's nice. It's definitely an increase, definitely nice. Get some extra evasion. That doesn't really matter too much, but 7% evasion. So he has a base 63% chance to evade all specials. So another 7%. So that's 70 base chance. So definitely help, like against the collector. Your chance to evade those specials will go up. So I mean, that's useful, definitely useful. When you think about it like that. Yeah, my Spider-Man is SIG 101, so that is about the equivalent of a SIG like 50 4-star roughly. But yeah, guys, so that's my thoughts on Stark Spidey being awakened. So let's get to the awakening questions. Is 4-star Stark Spider-Man worth a generic? Now, here's the way I see this argument. I rate the 5-star Stark Spider-Man as, in my opinion, the best champion in the game. It's definitely close between like him, Magic, Iceman, Blade. But personally, I rate Spider-Man that highly. So as a 5-star, as a 4-star, I don't think he's even in the top 3 4-stars in the game. So justifying the generic on him, it's hard. Like for Labyrinth, if you're gonna use a 4-star on the first run, I highly suggest Star-Lord over Stark Spider-Man. So yeah, is he generic worthy? I could see it, but there's better options for sure. Tech Gem, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, feed that Tech Gem to Stark Spider-Man. Take him to rank 5. He's great for Prestige as a 4-star. If you're trying to get up to like 4,500 and whatnot, Tech Gem, absolutely. Let's get to the 5-star Stark Spider-Man. So, is he worth a Tech Gem? Absolutely, 100%. Yes. If you have Tech Gem, you have Stark Spider-Man. Why do it? Just do it. I personally would rather give it into Spider-Man than Star-Lord. Yes, Star-Lord gains a lot more from it, but I'd honestly rather use Spider-Man for Labyrinth than Star-Lord. Now, why I say that, like, I'd rather obviously use Star-Lord, but with Act 5 coming, you're going to get another generic, you're going to get another Awakening Gem, and you're going to be able to rank 5 character. And I would much rather rank 5 a Spider-Man than a Star-Lord for Prestige, and a 5-star Stark Spider-Man. Rank 5, he's just going to do that'll be amazing in Labyrinth. I'm going to do so many tests once I take mine to rank 5. So yeah, definitely worth the Tech Gem. I personally would give it to him over Star-Lord, and then rank 5 him, and then go do Labyrinth. You'll have a great time. Is Stark Spider-Man worth a generic gem? Yes. I would say yes, definitely. And again, use him for Labyrinth. Take him to rank 5. So, like, if you have a Stark Spider-Man Unawakened, you're looking to do Labyrinth 100%. Wait for Act 5. Do Act 5. Get that generic. Or if you get Tech, even better from the random crystal, pop it in Spider-Man. But if you don't, you got the generic, pop it in Stark Spider-Man, take him to rank 5, 100% Labyrinth, get another generic. Yeah, so that's the way I see it with Awakening and everything on Stark Spider-Man. He's definitely worth it. He gains so much from his Awakening ability, guys. Don't sleep on the extra 2 seconds on the taunt. I'm telling you, it's good. Trust me, I know this character extremely well. I play with him every day, all the time. I love playing with this character. I do like every single fight in Alliance War with him. I went through all of Labyrinth with him, guys. Just take my word for it. He's definitely worth it. Sig ability is amazing. I think it's honestly underrated from what people say. It adds so much to the champion. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you disagree with me, let me know the arguments. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm entitled to mine. You guys are entitled to yours. So go ahead, let me know in the comments. Let's try to keep it clean. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, please do smash that like button. Subscribe for more Spider-Man content to come. You guys know once he's Rec 5, I'm going to do some Labyrinth with him. 8th path incoming. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.